Hi guys, Spink here. This is episode 17 of Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. I got my new communications relay set up, and I have one satellite in each of the four quadrants here or whatever, and I did bring them in quite a bit more. I brought them into 776 kilometers because that gave me an hour-and-a-half orbit, which made it easier to line everybody up. I got rid of all the other satellites, except I did put one back up here. Actually, I used him as a contract fulfillment, and then I thought I would just leave him here anyway. He's got a lot more battery power than those other ones did, so he's not going to run out of batteries on the other side of Kerbal. And he has fewer of these antennas. Actually, I believe he still has the 3 antennas, but I'm only using one currently. And if we turn on whatever is doing here, you can see how all of our things are lining up. Here's the direct ones. This one is connected to this one, and they're all connected there. And he's also connected to the Space Center itself via his long-range antenna that is placed in a directed towards Kerbal here. And all of these other lines out here are the other satellites aiming at Minmus and the Moon. So, what's this? Not sure what that does. Next, we are going to put a satellite around the Moon. And I happen to have a contract popped up that is just perfect for this. It'll give us an orbit to put this thing in and give us quite a bit of money and science. See if there's anything else we want to do here while we're got here. Nope. All right. So it's already at the launch pad. It's the same design as the communications satellite, but it's stripped down a bit. It has only one of the long-range antennas, and I believe I only put two solar panels on it, and I stripped off some of the batteries because I don't think we're going to need quite as much. So when we're doing a moon deal, I think what you need to do is have the moon on this side of you, so that when we come out this way, the moon will be coming this way as well. So you kind of have to have things timed. I actually had to let this run a few days to get the moon in a more proper orbit, or locate. Of course, well, whatever, you know. All right. So let's see if we can pull this off. I do want to change one thing here. Let's bring these down to here. All right. So we should be able to get this guy up. Oh, that's a bit of science there. Okay. Now I do have a bit of problem with my ascents usually. I think it's due to lack of skill. I'm trying to get this guy tilted over. Let's see if I can do better with the thing on SAS. It's down here. Whoa, pretty wobbly here. Well, you know what? I'm just going to let it do its thing, even though it's going to put us in a goofy orbit. But I think if I try to fix it, I'm just going to make it worse. So our orbit is going to be kind of slantwise like this, but we can fix that. I thought I was going to leave this alone. Seems to be working a little easier now that I got out of the thick part of the atmosphere. I actually will be able to pull this down to somewhere near where it's supposed to be. Up to 100. Is here. That's probably good enough. All right. Add maneuver, and we're going to try to, let's see, let's put the moon set as target. So when I'm target at closest approach, okay, so we might actually be a little early, right? What if we were to bring that over there? That's pretty damn close to where we currently are. That gives us a moon approach right there, bang. Hopefully I can get this before. Nope. We can aim at the node though. 1990, 1966 meters per second. 100% throttle. Burn. Let's see if we can actually pull this off. Alright, I do want to lose those. Up. And set this to target Kerbal. Alright, I wonder if I'm actually doing this right. I guess we'll find out. Our altitude is climbing. Got plenty of delta V. I don't know why. Oh, so this is going to pop me into a moon encounter here and pop me out of it there and keep me in that orbit. I think. Well, that's what the node would do. That doesn't necessarily mean that's what I'm going to end up doing. But I think it doesn't suck. It might get us close enough. It'll certainly get us out here close enough that I'll be able to fix the orbit and get us to the moon. I don't think it's going to quite push it out that far, though. Nope. Okay, that's all right, though. That's all right, because we're at least up now to where I can do this more better. Well, there's the moon right there. So here's the moon when I'm here, and there is our moon encounter right there. with a periapsis of 695, and we need, whoops, 1 minute. Let's execute the burn, aim for the node, just to keep him on here while I'm screwing around here. Okay, it's this one right here. We need to have 440 meter apoapsis, so we'll get down to there and then we'll fix it. Not sure what this argument of the periapsis is, if that's going to be a problem. So we'll get an orbit. This guy's going to stay in orbit here. We're not bringing this guy back. And once I have a communications network set up over here, then we will start sending manned missions, or Kerbal missions, I guess. All right. And if I don't, so I'm just going to get in the influence of the moon here. I'm not actually going into an orbit just from this. It'll have to be, when we get there, we'll make it an orbit. Oh, you know what? We are going to be in the shadow of, we're going to be blocked off from our sunlight here for a good chunk of this. That's not great. Whoa, what did I do? I hit something. Oh, I think I hit the engine control. Alright. Well, I was aimed at whatever. Okay, so let's add a maneuver node here. Or actually, why don't I just retrograde him? And then we'll just burn off some of that speed and see if we can bring that guy back to something that looks decent. That's still coming pretty fast. There we go. One more. Whoops, too much. Okay, that's all right. We'll put him on prograde again. Although I guess we still, no, I guess we're not having our thingy. Let's get rid of this so as not to confuse matters. All right, and we'll just burn 5 seconds. There we go. So what I'm going to do is get to here and see if I can pull, let's see, which way do I want to go? This way. Pull this up so that when we get here we're not quite so screwy. And let's see, that's, do I go faster to close that in? I don't know. I'll just leave this as is. Actually, let me take that out. Make sure we're set prograde just for, I don't know why. How come? Oh, we are set prograde. Let's make sure everything is the way it needs to be. Actually, let's put this guy retrograde, I think. Or even, what do I want? This one? Let's see what that does. Set point him straight up. What does that give us for some? That doesn't do too bad. Anything we can shut off would be good here. Let's shut these off. We don't need those. I don't think I need both of these antennas anymore. because this guy's pointed at Kerbal, but we'll leave this one on until we pick up the other connection, I think is what I'm going to do. Alright, let's see what else I can do here. Let's see if we get here, then what I do. Do I slow down to get him in orbit? Oh, I'm just not going to worry about it. I'm going to wait till we get there and then fix it. Quit screwing around, because you don't know what you're doing, man. Okay, but I might throw a node here just to give me a timer to use. Alright. Okay, I think now I am going to change this. Set this guy off. Hopefully that didn't lose it. Okay, so that will drop our drain a little bit better. Let's see. So I'm staying connected. We never did go into the dark yet. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. Oh, did we lose connection? We lost connection. Doggone it. Oh, because I ran out of juice. No, I didn't. Did I? Yep. Ran out of battery power. Okay, so we're completely out of battery power because we are... That's not really helping any. Well, if we can get battery power again before we pass our node. Oh man. It's just so perfectly where I want to be, but I got no power. There we go. Just drop that, and that will drop him into an orbit. On the off chance that we can recover our power. Oh, we should be able to get a smidge, shouldn't we? Let's leave that off. So we're generating 0.55, but our antenna is costing more than that. So the problem is, I wonder if I can rotate him. I can't rotate him because I guess having another set of panels pointing the other crosswise would maybe have been a better idea. Well, let's just let him go and see if he just happens to line up a little better. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. I don't think there's anything else I can turn off. Well, there might be. Let's see. Well, I probably can't do anything because I am... Can't do anything with him because he doesn't... Even if I could find something to shut off, I don't have a connection, so it wouldn't let me do any commands anyway. All right. So I'll be heading back in. And we still have no power because we're oriented. Well, presumably, we're just tilted just the wrong damn way. We're getting power, we're just not getting enough. Oh well. We'll try again. I've got plenty of gas, so we can come around again if I can ever get the if I can ever get this guy, get some power on him. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. No, no. It doesn't look like it. I think we're going to have to call this a fail. He's lined up just perfectly to have those side on. Okay. Well, back to the drawing board. I was trying to save weight and stripped him down too much. Alright, back here. Alright. So I will take this antenna off. Whoops. And move it to here. And then grab those and bring them up to 4. Or you know what? I think that could actually block. I think that could actually block his other ones if I have them in shadow. So let's try this. I think that might work. All right. Communications activate. Photovoltaic panels activate. This set of panels extend. Okay. Once more. What time is it? It's 23. 23 minutes in, so I'll probably cut this one to a close and or actually just pause the recording and then oh, but the moon is going to be in the wrong spot and everything, so I'll just actually build this guy. Launch. Make sure you saved. And then I'll pause the recording and start it up when we're about where we were at before, I believe. Okay, so we're back here now. I added, well, I guess I showed you what I added. So we're full batteries, and we're at our. Oh look, we gotta be okay. So next thing we need to do is get our orbit around the moon here. Let's see, what do we need here? Oh, I guess we just need to do the blue line. Alright, let's see. Bring him out. And then down like this. There we go. What's that put us? Close enough. How about the inclination? We can kind of fiddle with the inclination, can't we? Not that way. Is that better? Oh, completely wrong. There we go. So that looks like that'll work. We still got power. Now I was going to turn that other antenna off, but that antenna is actually what we're going to need to communicate with any of the craft that come to Minmus, or to the moon here. That one antenna is going to be aiming towards Kerbal to keep that link going, and then the other antenna will be to provide links to anybody who gets here. So we'll leave that on. Node and exec. We're sitting much better with the sun this way anyway. We don't have the planet blocking us to the extent that it was before, which I don't believe was actually the problem. The problem was improperly designed spacecraft. All right. And we'll get that going. And then launch a manned flight to the moon. Or I'll possibly put the other satellite up at Minmus. Depends on what contracts come up. I should be paying closer attention to the contracts because they don't stay up for more than a few days, and I'm spending quite a lot of days with my build process with that mod, so a lot of these contracts are probably coming and going without me ever noticing. Alright, so now we are in orbit of the moon. We just have to knock it down to this guy. Let me focus on the moon. There we go. Maybe, what, right about there. Bring it in. About right there. Well, that looks pretty good. Let's slow him down just a smidge. And then our angle is a bit off, but I'll fix those when we get here. Alright, aim to the node and execute in 5 hours. So I'll fast forward here. We've still got power, we've still got connection. Now, as much as I screw up these missions, I'm going to have to be really careful once I start sending Kerbals over here and make sure I'm really paying attention, because I just really can't afford any screw-ups when we got these little guys out here. Alright, go. Oops, it didn't quite do it because I screwed up the maneuver node, but that's okay, we can fix it. Or I didn't start the timer quick enough, or yeah, well, we know what I did. Alright, let's pull him here. Him inside, kill the rotation. I think I can fix that inclination while I'm here. That's not bad. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Speed him up just a bit. Boy, I bet that is it. I bet that is it. Alright, node. Execute. 2 minutes. We gotta make sure I don't go past it this time. Alright. Okay, launch an unmanned probe that has power and antenna reach the designated point and maintain stability. Did we get a... Yeah, so we actually got land on... Oh, what'd I do? I still screwed it up? Okay, let's do 47.5 meters per second on just right here. Is that working? Are we burning? How about a little more? Okay, so it's burning. I'm doing something wrong here. Oh my goodness. Suddenly became even less competent. Alright. Get this guy down on here. That looks good. Speed up just a smidge. Bring that back over. Which way? Like that. That's going to be good enough. Alright, go to the node. 43 meters per second. Right there. In 4 minutes, we're going to the node. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. And run up the time here just a bit. Oh, we got the signal delay maybe. No, signal delay is still 0. Alright. Why is that not doing that? Oh, we're out of gas. No wonder, dumbass. Hey, it's almost like you know what you're doing, but really you don't. Okay, that makes sense now. This is going to be close enough. Bing. Hey. Alright, so we're there. It only what? Oh, that's our other piece. Now this other piece here, it has a connection, so what are we going to do? I didn't disable any of these, did I? Nope. Okay, so he needs to go back to the Space Center, because that's what my problem was earlier, was it didn't flip the come back here, it didn't flip the flight computer over to the other object. That's why I was having trouble with that, and that's why I sent that other one spinning off into crazy orbits. Okay, so oh, he's out of gas. I don't need to do anything with him. I was gonna send him into the moon, but I can't. So we'll just rename him and call him debris, and then he won't show up. Okay, so switch to this guy. Which way do we want to aim? I think we're aiming pretty good with him. Retrograde. Alright, so we have an orbit. We have a satellite in orbit around the moon here. Now that it's actually that contract has been completed, I'll probably circularize it or make this orbit even instead of that half deal like that. And I'll play with the darkness settings and see what's best for him. But we now have our first link to somewhere other than Kerbal. So we're set up here, and we have our link here. So next we're going to start sending some missions to the moon. And with that, I think we're done with this episode. Thanks for watching.